Good morning, babies. I have a message for someone who has really been focused on their growth. They're working on their inner self. You have done a lot of clearing out. When I was shuffling, a card that kept poking out was Let It Go. You've released a lot. And I feel like, so the card that came out was Mirror, Mirror. And because you've done so much, you've looked in the mirror and cleared out. In this new phase that you were in, you are looking in the mirror and asking the right questions. More so, not to clear out or to heal, but to get a deeper understanding of yourself and your motives. Seeing who you truly want to be in this new phase of life. Questioning everything. Questioning, just moving in intention, okay? Now, this being you see how when they look in the mirror, they're looking into themselves, right? But for other people, you are the mirror for them. We are all mirrors of each other in this reality, but you don't realize how much of a mirror you are. And you are beginning to feel that when you are around other people. You are beginning to feel fear. Wow. Okay. You are beginning to feel the fear of others. But you are also, I'm looking at the bush in front of me, and there's just like loads of birds in it, just popping in and out. They're these cute little, I don't know what kind of birds they are, but that's what I'm looking at. You are beginning to feel the fears, the love, the anger in other people. And I think at one time you probably felt it mirrored back to you and you felt like it was yours. But now you are an empath. So you're understanding that you are, okay, hold on, there's a lot coming in while I'm talking. You are feeling what is around you and that it's not you. So if you feel things and then you ground and it goes away, that's not yours. You're doing work. Okay, so this is what was coming in while I was talking. Grid work. I used to hear grid work all the time. And it took a while for me to understand exactly what grid work was until I experienced it. The neighborhood that I lived in when I moved in was very chaotic. And as I've been there, just within the last few months, it has blossomed and become more homey, more, things have cleared out. People just trashing the area, things like that have been cleared out without me having to do much. There used to be a lot of like gunshots, things like that, really loud. All of that has cleared out. And I noticed it. And I see more families. I see more, and I'm like, okay, that makes sense. Because essentially when you are a certain type of worker, your presence in an area will shift the area. That is why a lot of light workers, energy workers, we're scattered out, if you notice. A lot of us are essentially in an area alone, not able to connect with other workers like ourselves. That is because we are changing the world really just by our presence. We don't really have to do much to do anything. Just us being there changes the area that we are in. So if you are seeing things like that, Maybe you think like, oh wow, I really wish that would get cleaned up. Or you're thinking and putting that energy out there, or you're just wishing something for the area you're in, and then all of a sudden you're seeing it happen. Your energy is changing and shifting the area that you are in. People are feeling this around you. I feel like your power holds more weight than you fully understand. Okay, hold on. What else is going on? So you've been doing this longer than you think that you have. And this card comes out almost every collective message, because I know I'm understanding more and more who my specific collective is. And just like that mirror, right? Every person, not every person, because not everybody, there are many readers, but not everyone is the real deal. Anyone can pick up cards, but I mean helping, shifting the intention behind it. Are you here to make a buck and just tell people what they want to hear, or are we shifting, doing the work of God? And I know I'm learning who my collective is, because the more I learn my purpose, the more I learn who it is that I speak with. And remember, when you listen to collective readings, just because you see 1,000 people watch that reading or resonate with that reading, right? Let's say you're on YouTube and you see a reading and there's like 3,000 people that have liked it. There's a bunch of comments that say that they resonate. A lot of people try to make things fit when they don't fit. They try to make a reading about themselves. So think about the number that it is compared to the entire world that have seen that message. And then think about the amount of people who really don't resonate. They're just jumping on the bandwagon. Now think about how that reading really resonates for you. You'll know it in your bones when it's for you, because you are a part of that collective, and you can outgrow a reader. Follow readers that are not in it just for the fad, because that is how you really cut down the fluff, and you can really hear God. Ask God to bring to you readers that are for you. So if you really truly resonate with being someone that is being used by God at this time, then the message is for you. But you have done a lot of work. God is your boss. And God is saying, your promotion is the word I'm hearing. There's a payday. You worked when you didn't know you were going to get paid. You worked when you didn't even know if you were going to get paid. You worked when you didn't see a payday in sight. You worked when you were struggling. You still were working for God. You still were listening to God. And no, you're not perfect, but you still kept working. And even the time you fell away or lost track, you found your way back, and you always listened to God. So your payday is here. It's coming. And it's not just any payday. Your payday is a promotion. So the pay that you're going to get is a pay that is relevant for the promotion position, not for the position you had before. So your payday will be even more than you really earned, essentially. Your payday is a pay of love, because you are a person of love. And that doesn't mean you always move nice, because you don't have to be nice to be a loving being, a kind being. I'm running out of time, so let's get one more card. 3 more cards, apparently. So I feel like there's something that's going to be coming in that's going to continue to test this, because maybe your new promotion, this is felt. But this person is not real. This person is fake. And I feel like this distortion, you see it, so no worries. But they are definitely a secret admirer, and they are watching you. And we know this. This is a message that has not been new. You know, there is a specific group that these messages are for. So if you hear repeated messages, that's why. Okay, it's just a reminder, confirmation of what you know. So I love you. Keep pushing forward, and we got this, y'all.